A little after lunch, we had Road and Bridges and Environmental Services bring in their heavy equipment. They were able to actually move some stuff that we weren't able to move physically with the searchers, and we were able to locate quite a bit more of what we consider human remains. We're operating under the assumption they belong to Miss Shannon Pinson, the one that we found some of the human remains probably 3 weeks ago. Again, until we forensically analyze those human remains, we can't confirm they're hers, but we do believe that they are their remains. With those remains, we were able to locate a lower mandible, we were able to locate some clothing, we were able to locate some jewelry, and some hair and ribs. So that will be extremely beneficial in us, assisting us in making the determination of cause and manner of death. Also, making cause and manner of death is an extremely important process for the coroner's office, but we have been in touch with the mother. We have let her know what we found today, and hopefully everything we do, everything we find gives her a little more closure. And that right there is exactly what we're working for, along with cause and manner of death.
Can you talk about where you guys found these extra remains at?
What we found today was located pretty much directly behind me, probably 100 to 200 feet into a wooded area. Realistically, it's between the house, I think 117, and the dirt road here, probably an eighth of a mile off the roadway.
And I guess what kind of led you guys to go back to this particular area to find this body?
We had approximately 80 people today from multiple different agencies all over the state come up, and we did a line search. And a line search is you just get an arm length apart, and you have people walk through the thicket. We also had 3 cadaver dogs. We had our Greenville County Coroner's Office has an in-house cadaver dog, Eno. Jeff Fowler is our handler. Eno came out. With everybody, we had multiple resources that were able to really search a whole lot more thorough and closer than we had with just the people we had out here for the last 3 weeks. And again, with Road and Bridges and with Environmental Services and with their equipment, it made it even much more thorough search. It was an extremely thicket area. It was on a pretty much high bank and would have been hard access without the people and the equipment we had today.
Was the remains you found today, was it kind of in the same general area as the first one was found?
They were not, because the ones that were found originally were brought to the gentleman's residence down here like 117 by his dog. The ones that we found today were probably all in close proximity, would lead us to believe that that may be the originating site. But again, until we do forensic analysis, until we come back and do more research, we can't say for sure that that is the only site we have.
At this time, can you guys say that you kind of found her whole, I guess the whole body remains yet, or is there still maybe some parts that might still be out there?
There's still quite a bit of remains that could still be out there. They could be also moved from this location by animals, or they could not exist anymore.
And again, I guess, I know you was talking earlier that you was being able to find some more and I guess give some release to her mother. I mean, can you, I guess, elaborate on that again? I guess that y'all are able to find at least a little bit more of her remains.
The more remains we find, the more information we obtain. The more information we can obtain, it helps us determine cause and manner, but it also gives the mother just a little bit more closure. So the more we find, the more closure we can provide to the mother.
And again, can you, I guess, can you say again what the specific parts you found again today?
Today we actually found the lower mandible. We found what we consider hair, found clothing, found jewelry, and we had found ribs today.
All right. Do you think you guys will still be out here in the coming days, or?
I feel sure the coroner's office will.
All right. Anything else you want to answer?
Nothing other than I hope we can give the family some answers as soon as possible, and I can't imagine how they handle something knowing that their daughter was found deceased in a wooded area. And hopefully we can help them and let them know whatever they have questions to ask that we can answer for them.
I guess my final question, now the remains that were found today, was it kind of like on the surface of the ground, or was it you had to dig a little bit to get to it?
None was buried, but they were under vegetation, which had probably grew over or had been pushed down. And like I say, the equipment helped us remove some of that, so we was able to find things that we probably wouldn't have found without the equipment.